Hello everyone and welcome to Drag and Drop Themes. It can be a little bit difficult to understand why I created drag and drop themes, so I thought I'd make a video to explain it all to you in an easy to understand way, why you need our themes on your store if you want any long-term success on Shopify. This video and our products are for people who are serious about their Shopify store and want to take that Shopify store to the next level. If you don't see yourself taking this Shopify journey seriously, I honestly don't think I can help you with any of these videos, and you should stop watching right now. If you're still here, we aim to solve a few issues people have with their current Shopify stores. Number one, we want to fix the reason why your store isn't making enough sales. We know why it's happening and how you can fix it right now. Second, we want to replace the Shopify apps you have, even the free ones. They're costing you money, and I'll show you how and what I mean. Third, we want to make changing your Shopify store, creating awesome content and landing pages on your theme easy enough for anyone to do. I'll tell you why your current setup is probably not good enough to get this done. Fourth, we want to give you all the goodness that Facebook ads and Google ads plus SEO can possibly give you. Otherwise, you'll never be able to scale your business. Let me explain a little bit of each of these things. Problem number one with current Shopify themes is their lack of a sales focus. And I know what you're thinking. Why would Shopify themes lack a sales focus? Isn't that what a Shopify theme is supposed to do? Make sales for my store? The answer is hell no. Themes were designed by web designers to look good, but not e-commerce store owners who know what it takes to make sales. They're not designed by people that have actually done the hard work selling online. Definitely not by people that have looked at actual sales and tested many different store hacks and techniques to see what truly works for e-commerce, like we do here at Drag and Drop Themes. So yes, it's true. Most Shopify themes lack a sales focus, and I'll show you an example of this later. So keep watching. But first, when I say sales focus, what do you think I mean? Things that are designed to, well, make you sales. These are things that big players, multi-billion-dollar corporations like Amazon and Booking.com, things that they do that current Shopify themes aren't doing. I'll show you a couple of examples right now so that the message isn't lost. Amazon puts the number of products left in stock and clearly shows you how much of a saving you can get if you purchase immediately. They also have countdown apps for items that are on sale, so you know how little time you have. Someone needs to feel that they're going to miss out on a big opportunity if they don't buy right now. Booking.com shows you high demand hotels, so you understand if you don't book right now, you probably won't have a place to stay. They create the scarcity in so many ways, and we studied this like crazy and built features into our themes that do this very thing, but for your Shopify store. So what did I mean when I said current themes don't do this? Well, here's an example. It's one of the best-selling Shopify themes, the Turbo theme. I'm going into a sale item right now, but you would never know it's on sale or that it's a limited time only deal. Another example, Porto, best-selling theme on ThemeForest, which is a place that sells Shopify themes, tells me there's many in stock. No reason to purchase right now then. Great, thanks, I'll just leave. To get that urgency, you need to install apps. You can't get it using a theme alone. And apps, well, they cost you money. So we took our themes and added apps, which help with creating this urgency to your store, verified by billion-dollar companies and battle tested on our own e-commerce sites. All our themes were tested and developed by e-commerce store owners and years of e-commerce sales testing. So you can be 100% sure they all have a sales focus. Our themes use the same concepts explained earlier that are being used by billion-dollar brands like Amazon and Booking.com. So I'll show you some examples of what we do. over here you get like a real life visitor counter. So it's actually real. It's not fake. None of these are fake tactics. That can backfire very easily. And here we have a high demand badge for your actual high demand selling products and high traffic items as well. Scarcity badges for unavailable products. Sensible countdowns in places that are proven to make sales. So that's the first problem we're solving. And I've got 3 more for you. Problem number 2 is apps cost you money, and in more ways than you actually think. Let's say I'm going through setting up my new Shopify store and I read this article by Shopify themselves with recommended apps to add to my beginner store. I check them out and like them, but it's gonna cost me money beyond the free features. So you go $5 here, $10 there, it all adds up. In fact, on this article alone, the apps will cost you over $100 to $150 a month. For things like a newsletter pop-up, announcement bar, free shipping bar, mega menu, instant search, size guides, Instagram feed, tabs, badges, product zoom, alt image on hover, and infinite scrolling. And if you're actually serious about selling online, you want to add in things like upsells, cross-sells, an out-of-stock app, countdowns for products and collection pages. That's another $100 a month at least. Another problem you get when you start adding these apps is everything starts to look just disjointed. You get stores that look like this. I mean, how the hell is a customer going to know where to click? Maybe here or here, I don't know. And I know most of your sites probably don't look this bad, but I'm sure you see places on your site where an app just doesn't look right with your theme. Everything feels like it's been pieced together. This makes you appear less trustworthy as a brand, and the result, it'll cost you serious sales. As if that wasn't enough, even Shopify suggests, and I quote, weighing your benefits before installing another app. This is because your site will load insanely slow. Every time you add a new app, the customer browser needs to go out and load CSS, images, everything in between from yet another app. Google does punish you for this. They have a lot of guidelines on page speed and load times. So basically, more apps equals slower loading times. And because loading times are so important for sales, it also equals a higher ad cost and lower SEO rankings. To summarize, our themes all come optional with apps I mentioned before. All these apps are built into every theme. And what does this do for you? Well, it saves you over $2,000 every year with 20 different apps. And we're not talking fake apps. We're talking real apps like the ones you see on the App Store, the Shopify App Store. Apps that I mentioned before. Because the design of the theme flows through to the apps, the design stays consistent, instantly improving trust and credibility of your brand. And we all know what that means. Sales. Your speed stays low because when you get our theme file, it has all 20 apps included in the 2-second installation. Everything comes from Shopify servers, so the site will load crazy fast. And that's how apps end up costing you money in more ways than you think. Problem number 3 is most Shopify themes are hard to use. Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson with a Google search. Porto is the best-selling Shopify theme on ThemeForest, which is a place you can buy Shopify themes. So if I type Porto into Google, then surely the Shopify theme will come up, right? Wrong. That's because Porto was a WordPress theme, HTML5 theme, Magento theme, way before it was a Shopify theme. In fact, the Shopify theme doesn't even show up on Google. Now, I'm telling you this because most of the themes on ThemeForest, Template Monster, and other marketplaces are like this. A lot of them were themes for other platforms, like WordPress, Magento, and OpenCart before Shopify. They weren't built for Shopify from the ground up. They don't come with all the bells and whistles of a Shopify theme. They weren't built to Shopify's golden standards. A quick example is, this is what the Shopify theme editor on a good Shopify theme, one of our Shopify themes, will typically look like. And this is what a theme of Theme Forest will look like. No sections, no blocks. You have to paste raw HTML. You cannot drag and drop anything anywhere. If you don't have any coding experience, this is your worst nightmare. In fact, Template Monster, another place you can buy Shopify themes, will openly charge you a fee if you want custom blocks or sections added to your theme. Things that are supposed to come standard with Shopify themes. Now, I'm not saying don't buy from Template Monster or Theme Forest, but it would personally make me think twice about doing so. Now, I'm not saying all Shopify themes on these Shopify theme marketplaces don't have sections. Some themes do provide sections, but because they weren't built from the ground up for Shopify, they'll have less options for customization. You will also find they'll start to slow down when you start adding more pictures, videos, and products to them. And that's the final problem I'll talk about later: slow loading times. So the solution to this current problem is you should buy a theme with sections and easy to use options, which was built from the ground up for Shopify. All our themes were, so you can be satisfied. We've done everything to Shopify's golden standards. And that brings me to problem number 4 that we're trying to solve, and that's page load speed. Why is your Shopify site loading slowly? Now, page load speed was identified by Google, Facebook as being the number 1 metric for sales, but most Shopify themes fail there. It may not be because of the Shopify theme itself, but it can be because of the extra apps that you install. Shopify themselves encourage users to keep the apps to a minimal level for more sales. So next time you see a Shopify theme, I really encourage you to think a little bit deeper. What apps do I need so I can make the full use of this theme? And how slow will my page load because of those extra apps? On average, I'd guess that each app will add at least 20 seconds to your load time. Also, buyer beware when looking at themes. Demo sites don't count as real sites. Reason being, the Shopify theme creators that make those sites, they upload optimized images and do other things to their demos to increase that performance. And they're never the same when you actually use the theme for yourself. So, taking all this in mind, we compared all our themes, which come with 20 plus full feature apps built in, to all the other themes out there. Shopify themes, that is. And surprisingly, even when the other themes came without apps, our themes loaded faster. And once you consider that we have 20 plus apps built in, it starts to seem like a good deal. And that brings me to the end. And in summary, our themes and our apps are designed for sales. They save you money on apps, are super easy to use, and they load lightning fast. Now feel free to reach out through chat if you have any questions, but otherwise that's it for this video.